Clancy on ITT FM.
Hey, welcome to the Clancy Extra podcast. It was our first show, first day, and I think overall it went quite well. It started out with a good reception for me, good intro. I was quite overwhelmed by it. Let's just listen to the clip.
Full on amazing and the best body I've ever seen in my entire life. Spontaneous and stuff.
He's in a league of his own. He's a legend. He is Clancy. He's unbelievable. He's all that and a bag of chips.
Oh my God, Clancy, I love you!
He's funny. I don't think I'd like fancy him or anything, but I think he's cool because he's just different and out there.
He's a genius. You asked me, so I told you. He's a genius.
Oh my God, this guy Clancy, he is it. I don't know what it is, but he's got it. Clancy.
Please lock your wigs in place. Let the air out of your shoes and prepare yourself for a period of simulated exhilaration on ITT FM.
Hey, welcome to the program. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I'm Lorcan Clancy. Please. No, keep going. And you're listening to Clancy on ITT FM. It's great to be back.
So, how about that?
You got some introduction there, didn't you?
They love me.
They really did.
Now, the first guest I want to talk about is Eleanor Feely. She came on talking about men and their understanding of women, and we kind of teased out a few issues around that thorny subject.
But you asked her as well, you put it to her very quickly, that if a guy just wanted to, you can phrase it the way you want to phrase it.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You're going to have to phrase it.
Let's move on. Well, do you want to take a listen to the clip?
Let's have a quick listen.
Take a listen.
Take a listen.
But it is the 21st century.
Yeah, it is,
and these are very good tips, but could men kind of use these for evil? Just say he wanted to get her into, I don't want to sound sleazy, he wanted to get her into bed. He could use that information to that end. Is there anything wrong with that?
Well, maybe there isn't, but men have been doing that for generations since the world began.
Right.
That has been the way of the world. I mean, you can't change the nature of what we are. We do think very, very differently, and a man will always be the predator, the hunter-gatherer, and the woman will always be the nest maker. In whatever way you want to define those things, not necessarily in the old-fashioned way.
So there you have it. Another guest on our show was Reggie Baxter Anderson, who is a disgraced former tennis player from Australia. And he had something of a cautionary tale to tell to our listeners. He was a child prodigy tennis star. His star shone quite brightly, but burned out all too soon. Let's have a listen.
With age comes wisdom, and I made some mistakes. I struggle with addiction. I love tanning beds, and I can see I had a problem now. I can really see that trying to give up the tanning beds by turning to cocaine, that was a great mistake. That was a great mistake. A
lot of commentators would say your addiction to tanning beds was what ultimately stalled your career as a professional tennis player.
Yeah, well, I knew at the time. Sometimes I'd get out of bed, couldn't even move, mate. I was like a paper-mache robot.
Pretty amazing story that one was.
Tell you what, that was... it was rough stuff, out of Reggie Baxter Anderson. But I'm glad I kind of spread the word about the guy, because, he's a good guy.
The best person we had on the show today, and probably the best person we will have on all week, we might try and get him on again, you never know, Ben Escarcio.
Yeah.
He sounds Italian. He's not. He's of Portuguese descent. Well, there's some Portuguese blood in him. He lived in Australia for a while. Now he's living in my home county of County Clare in Milltown Malbay, and he is a fantastically, stupidly talented young boy. Yeah. And he is into the semi-final of the All-Ireland Talent Show. Now, move over X Factor, Britain's Got Talent. This is a big show, and he's going to win it.
I think he is. I've thrown the support of Clancy behind him, so with that extra bump, I can't see how he would not win it.
And what did you think interviewing him? Because he's only 14 years of age, but he's so well spoken. His manners are something else.
Unbelievably well spoken young man, much more so than I am even. And and just so polite, so nice.
Nobody could believe it. All of the guys on ITTFM and the other students were saying, "Is he 14?" And his voice is something else as well.
Something else.
Let's take a listen now and watch a clip of him in action.
Well, look, you've got to pretend that there's no one there. You've got to pretend that you're singing to yourself. Maybe just put a picture in your mind of someone that you want to sing the song to, and just go for it.
What would it mean to you if you won?
Well, that would just mean so much to me, because it would mean that the people of Ireland have voted for me, and I want to thank everyone that voted for me in the semi-finals. And that would just be absolutely phenomenal.
That's it from us for Clancy Extra. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow, Tuesday the 9th, and every day until Friday, Clancy 2:30 to 3:30. And you can catch us here on Clancy Extra, the podcast on YouTube, ITTFM channel, every day after the show.
And if you're watching this on Facebook, as many of you might be, you can listen to us online tomorrow by going onto ITTFM.com.